Hey everybody, what's up? Today I'm going to be reviewing The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, The Marshal. Obviously, it's been almost an entire year since we've had The Mandalorian, so I was super excited to get back onto the show, see some Baby Yoda, see some Mando, see some Star Wars at all, because we haven't had Star Wars since Mandalorian, because we haven't really had any movies for a while now, and yeah, I was excited to get back on and see what happened. But of course, right when I was trying to get on, I think there was a lot of people trying to watch it at the same time because I ran into some technical difficulties. It took me about a half an hour to finally be able to watch the show, and that sucked. But I finally got in, and we got right into it. We got that awesome, underground, street fighting, underground, fighting area scene that was so cool. It was almost like this episode was kind of like a mixture of a Western movie and a gangster movie or like mafia movie, all in a Star Wars theme. It was really cool. And then at the same time it was like a search and destroy mission. They're searching for this dragon, sand dragon or something they called it, and they gotta figure out how to kill it and all this stuff. Overall, it was a really cool episode. I'm glad it was only half an hour. Things I enjoyed. At first, obviously, I thought when the guy came out with the Boba Fett armor, I was like, oh, really? I was kind of excited to see Boba Fett be alive, but I guess he's dead. So I was sitting there and I was like, ugh, that kind of sucks. And then I was still hoping maybe he'll try to come back and get the armor. Maybe he's not dead. And I guess it turns out that he isn't, because we saw him at the end of the episode for the first time without his helmet, or not as a little kid. So that was pretty cool. Other than that, it was pretty much another adventure episode, which was most of the episodes last season, except for maybe the last two episodes. So basically, it's kind of like a supernatural type show where they kind of have a mission of every episode, which was probably 6 out of the 8 episodes last season were I call them Monster of the Week episodes, which they'd be called in Supernatural, but it's like a different story, a different adventure every week instead of like a continuous storyline. I mean, there is an overarching storyline, which is he's trying to find where to bring back Baby Yoda, but along the way he has like these little side missions he goes on trying to push him towards the goal. That's kind of what we had with this episode, it seemed like. I'm guessing we're gonna have that this season as well, like a lot of those type of episodes, and then every couple there'll be a big story driven one where it's all about what's happening with Baby Yoda and how it's progressing through the story, and then we'll kind of go back, and then the last couple episodes will probably be story driven completely, and we'll see that Imperial officer guy with the dark saber come back and all this different stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes in the future. But overall, this episode was cool. I enjoyed the Tusken Raider interactions, which were a little interesting. It kind of gave you more of a perspective that they can actually speak. They actually have communication with each other and stuff, and can communicate with people who speak Tusken, which we haven't actually seen in a movie other than maybe episode 2. You saw their camp and you saw them obviously communicating with each other a little bit, but never with somebody not Tusken, so you know that they can actually do that type of stuff. Maybe it was a little played out a little bit, the whole ooh, but it was pretty cool overall. Rip the Banthas in this episode. They were the ultimate sacrifice. I think the Tusken Raider to human ratio was there's a lot more Tusken Raiders getting murdered in this episode than people. But, they're expendable, I guess, because they're Tusken Raiders, and they murdered Anakin's mom, and Luke's uncle and aunt. The new character, the Marshal, he was pretty cool. Kind of gave a good back and forth with Mando, and then Baby Yoda, he was kind of just there, just being cute. Kind of what his role is, just kind of be cute and just be around, and then when they need him for the story, he kind of does something for the story to, some Force thing or something, but it's cool. Baby Yoda's cute. What would this show be without Baby Yoda? Looking forward to next episode, see what type of adventures we're going to get into, because we didn't really leave off with any story thing at the end, really. Pretty much just him heading off, trying to find more information, and then you see Boba Fett walking away looking over the valley at him, going away. So I'm assuming he's going to show up again, maybe in 3-4 episodes. Boba Fett will show up, And until then, we might get some more Adventure of the Week episodes. Hopefully we see some more like cool planets. I think this is the second time we've been to Tatooine. It'd be kind of cool to see like a Mustafar or something. That would be a cool place for him to go. Ooh, I hope that happens. A Coruscant would be cool. Just kind of places like that. Also, new planets too, but it's always cool to see planets that you haven't seen in a movie or obviously a show in a long time. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Overall, I think I'm going to give the episode an 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good opener, get you back in the feel of the show. But I mean, it wasn't anything like spectacular. Like you're like, oh my, that was literally the most insane thing ever. The Boba Fett, you know what? The Boba Fett part is pretty cool. Let's bump it up to like an 8.8. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next week with another review. And leave me your thoughts down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you like that Boba Fett's back? Do you hate that Boba Fett's back? I don't know. I think it should be cool. I think the whole dynamic of the Mandalorian and Boba Fett, the two like esteemed bounty hunters. You got the bounty hunter of the Empire, and you got the Mandalorian dude that just friggin' wrecks 6 people that got guns on his neck. Who's gonna win? Because they can't kill Boba Fett, right? Right? We'll see. See you later.